and you thought we was going away. Nah, it's Speak Out.
But let me just reverse a bit and say good morning to the listeners of Vibes. Welcome to the program.
If I stay within my setting as a public officer, as the public relations officer, and I stay just within the office space and do not go out to the public, how will we understand what is happening on the ground?
Still delivering.
We've done a lot, not just in terms of the general infrastructure, but homes, support to farmers, support to fishermen, etc. And as time goes by, more support will be given to Carriacou and Petit Matney.
It's Speak Out Unfiltered. Built back, even better to last.
Let us all strive to build a better country by putting aside our petty grievances and move forward with dignity, being proud of working hard and working together.
Anything that we're doing now, it's futuristic thinking. It's not for the now.
Education is the key in a country's development. That's it. If its people are not developed,
Even though go that far, no? Just remember knowledge is power. When you know, you know.
that's it.
It's Speak Out Unfiltered.
We're happy to have you.
On Vibes 101.3 and 106.3 FM every Thursday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Do you feel the vibes? Going.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and guests and not the views of this radio station.
I'm just going to take the time out and say good morning to you again right here on Vibes FM. Welcome to the program Speak Out Unfiltered for today, Thursday. We are looking at the 7th day of August. Good morning to our listeners in the tri-island state of Petit Matney, Carriacou, and Grenada. Good morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. All the Grenadines locking it down, as you very well know. And those of you on the internet, those of you on Facebook, or you're on YouTube, wherever you are in a comfort zone this morning, want to say good morning and thank you so much for tuning in, as you always do, to your program every Thursday religiously. In the meantime, I'm your humble servant, Charles Truly Kim the King, and I want to remind you that we interact on this program, and our telephone numbers to do so are 443-0101, 443-0101, 403-0101, again 403-0101, and you can also call 439-1958, 439-1958. All the lines are open right now. If you want to dialogue with us, okay, we do that religiously and give you the opportunity to do so. So without further delay, let me move up to the Koi. Koi smiling this morning. Koi smiling this morning.
Well, I don't know why I should smile.
There's reason to smile?
There's reason to smile.
Okay, all right. Okay.
There are reasons to smile, and a lot of them too.
Okay.
I can't delete all of them right now, but I want to say thanks that of course I have life. And I came in here this morning, and I'm now seeing in the studio like we did some painting. I find some different colors.
Yeah.
Really, I'm smiling into it because it's so nice to be here again, and feeling so pleased to be among my colleagues. And so I want to say, well, welcome to everyone for being part of this Speak Out Unfiltered today. I have a feeling that it could be a special one today.
Well,
so I want to say to all, wherever you are, welcome, and so glad that we can connect again today.
Well, that's right. As you say, a very special one. And let me tell our listeners too, that because of circumstances beyond our control, today's version will be sort of shrink down until 12, because we have some issues, that I have to sort out a little bit, and it's taking a little bit more time than normal, but we always have to bring a speak out for you, so the version today will run from just about 10 until 12 o'clock, but we're going to still be able to cover and do as much as we always been doing inside our program. So let me move over next to Salio. Salio, saluting my hat off to you this morning. Good morning. How are you doing?
Well, I thank you, my Redeemer, as usual. And I listen to my colleagues he's on a high. But,
and I'm coming down.
And you're coming down, but well, I must tell you that today high not from is a valley. So high not if you think you high.
High not is your valley.
Yes, I must indeed tell you how pleased I am to be here today. And to have survived last weekend, which I know we'll get into deeper a little later. But just to say good morning to the listeners of Vibes wherever you are, and welcome to the program. And hope today we do you justice. Good morning.
Oh, definitely. There would be justice as always we do inside our program, And we always welcome our listeners, those of you who want to call and share information with us, We have no problem at all with that, because there's so many things done for discussion as we always do. And we're giving you the chance and the opportunity to do so. And our telephone number is 403-0101, 403-0101, 403-0101. And you can also call 443-0101, 443-0101. All the lines will be open. And as a matter of fact, I just opened up the lines right away, just as I've just been speaking there, to make sure that, if we want to call and start up the program too, it's all right with us, But as we've been saying, there's quite a few things that we're going to be speaking about, and we're going to be talking as we go through the rest of the morning, and giving you updates on what's happening in and around our area. So first of all, before I ask you guys to participate and do anything, the lines have been lit up. So let me go right over. Vibes FM caller, welcome to the program. Good morning.
Good morning, Kim, and good morning to the listeners of Vibes 101.3 FM.
Yes, good
It
morning.
is Diana Isaac, Public Relations Officer, Ministry of CARICOM, Martinique Affairs and Local Government.
Yes, okay. So what do you have for us this morning? Tell us.
Well, Kim, this morning, I know it's the heat of the carnival season. I want to wish everybody a safe and accident-free carnival, Great Spice Mass 2025. But as you know, the work continues at the Ministry of CARICOM, Martinique Affairs. But this morning, I would like to bring to the attention of the people of CARICOM, Martinique, on behalf of Sandals Foundation, a very important visit that is coming up by a dental team from the United States that is being sponsored by the Sandals Foundation, and to invite the people of CARICOM and Martinique to take advantage of this team's visit. The visit is scheduled for August 18th to 21st in the first instance, and then they will return on from the 26th to the 28th of August. So they'll be having free dental clinics at the Hillsborough Government School daily from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. They'll be offering the following services: cleaning, filling, extraction, medications and referrals, and hypertension and diabetes testing. So on behalf of the Ministry of CARICOM, Martinique Affairs and local government, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Sandals Foundation and other partners, the team for the first time is coming to CARICOM to give us 2 weeks of services. So it is free. It will be on a first come, first served basis. All are welcomed. The minimum age for children, though, is from 4 years upwards. But it must be noted that children should be accompanied by a parent or guardian so that the team can get approval to work on the children. So it's open. It's called 1000 Smiles Dental Care. The team is coming to CARICOM from the 18th to the 21st. That is right after Grenada's Carnival, and then they return on the 26th to the 28th. So this is an opportunity for us to access free dental services, complement the Sandals Foundation.
Okay.
And as you know, the Ministry of Carriacou and Petit-Martinique Affairs, we continue to do what we have to do. I know we are still in recovery mood post-Hurricane Beryl, so we continue to deliver Build Back Better homes to the people of Carriacou and Petit-Martinique. Work is continuing. We have 30 houses now under construction. We continue to ask for the support of individuals, NGOs, any partners out there that is willing to support us. We continue with our roadworks. The bushing is ongoing at present. Dover Top Road, it was in a bad condition. The Public Works team has a team out there doing some work on that road. Another important thing, I don't know if you mentioned it a few weeks ago, we had the arrival of the night landing equipment for the Lauriston Airport. And that is a major, major development for Carriacou and Petit-Martinique. So as we say, while we rebuild for post-Hurricane Beryl, the work at the different divisions of the Ministry of Carriacou and Petit-Martinique Affairs continue. But we're always asking for the patience of persons. We are in carnival mood, but the work does not stop. And we want you to continue to give us that support. Anybody out there that is willing to assist, just call the ministry on 443-6026. But today, the main highlight is that dental team visit from the Sandals dental team, August 18th to the 21st, and then the 26th to the 28th.
Okay, and where would they be operating that service?
They will be at the Hillsborough Government School. They start off 9 a.m. every day, and it ends at 3 p.m. So that is over 5 persons from that dental team will be on island.
Okay.
Yes.
So you said the 18th, right? The 18th of August?
Yeah, the 18th to the 21st, and then we have them coming back on the 26th to the 28th again. So persons is free, but for children, they work on children from age 4 upwards.
Okay.
But they must be accompanied by a parent. Without that, if they do not come with a parent or guardian, they will not be able to get the services.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, the word is getting out there, so we know that people would take advantage of that service, because it's going to be a service that is much needed right here in Carriacou, Petit-Martinique.
Yes. And they are working in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, so it's not being done in isolation. Our Chief Dental Officer, Miss Lisa Hamlet, Festina Hamlet, is working along with them, and she will be on island as well to ensure that everything goes well.
Lovely. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And another thing came from the Division of Youth. They did have a very, very lovely closing ceremony for the National Holiday Program in Carriacou. We saw that they engaged the kids in capping tree, food preparation, and other string band music. But another aspect of that holiday program is upcoming, and we're encouraging parents to sign on their children 8 years to 16 from August 13th. They will be doing a cosmetology course for the children. So the kids can get an opportunity to do braiding, pedicure, manicure, scalp treatment, and styling. So at present, they can visit the Ministry of Carriacou and Petit-Martinique Affairs Facebook page, and they will get the link where they can register. Or they can go to the Division of Youth office at the library and see one of the youth officers and register for that program. So there's another aspect of the summer program that will be done from August 13th for the children of Carriacou and Petit-Martinique.
Okay, right.
Yes.
So we got to get the information out there so people have enough time to prepare and organize themselves, to make sure that they're part of the process.
Yes, team. And there are a number of things happening just last week as well. We had the team from that is responsible for the Carriacou Integrated Land Management Project. They came to Carriacou to do a stakeholder engagement. And that project is looking at the resuscitation of a number of community systems. They're looking at ponds as well, and to address some of our soil erosion issues that we're having in Carriacou and Petit-Martinique. So we have a number of projects that are coming. The Dumfries project under the SIEP, That project has actually started where the roads in the Dumfries area, that farming community area, and also in the Monda Grand Bay area, they are now presently being addressed. So we have those road construction taking place to assist with the agricultural development on Carriacou and Petit Martinique. It's been a while we've been speaking about that, but that is now ongoing. So the road, Upper Lauriston, that 675 feet of road is now completed in the Upper Lauriston community. And as you know, well, the budget cycle will soon close for 2025. We had our budget retreat yesterday, and the Prime Minister noted that he wants this year's budget, but the 2026 budget into 2027 to be one of impact. So we have a task ahead of us to plan properly from the Ministry of Carriacou and Petit Martinique Affairs together with the community, because you know with every budget cycle we have consultations. So we want to put people in to allot persons that soon you'll hear the announcement for the budget consultations. So please come out in your numbers when that date is called and known to give your input as to how we can move forward in Carriacou and Petit Martinique. So your input is very, very important. We have completed Main Street Hillsborough, where we had that issue in front of Cobb Bank. So the road has been reopened since last week, Tuesday. So persons, not just motorists, but pedestrians can walk there and do not have to worry about falling into the drains. So we continue to do what we have to do, but we do, as I always say, need the support of the public, and not just the local Carriacou and Petit Martinique, but Grenada, the region, and internationally for us to move Carriacou and Petit Martinique forward. I would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate Ms. Casey Mills, Casey Boswin, on being elected as our youth parliamentarian. We want to ask the young people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, and by extension, everywhere, to give her that support as she clamors for youth development for Carriacou and Petit Martinique on the national level.
Mm-hmm. All right, Ms. Isaac, you touched quite a number of bases there. You realize that, because
yes, I did.
There's a lot happening in our community that people should be aware about, and as PRO, where you give you the opportunity to get it out there and let them know what's happening and what's coming to is very, very important.
Yes, Mr. Mills, and I thank you for that opportunity. And I always like to remind Kim before we close off that sometimes you hear people complain a lot about the recovery process for Carriacou and Petit Martinique, but it cannot be done overnight. And I like to remind them that when the UN team did the post-disaster needs assessment, it noted that we need over $564+ million to rebuild Carriacou and Petit Martinique. The total alone for housing was over 468 million in terms of infrastructure that was affected by the hurricane. Grenada, we do not have any main industries to say we export a lot of goods. And then we hear people complain, oh, we got the CREF monies, but CREF monies was 180 million EC dollars. And it had to be divided into the different sectors. Government went as far as giving income support together with the World Food Program for 6 months for persons who lost their jobs. So it has to be a collaboration for us to rebuild Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Government is still has to face the task of rebuilding the Lauriston Mini Stadium. We started the restoration of the playing fields in terms of settling the fields itself, in terms of bringing in the dust and stuff. And people are getting jobs, but it just cannot happen overnight. We need everybody to come on board. And we have to work together. The complaints, yes, we have to address the complaints. Sometimes I just always say to people, I hear the cries. I would love to do more. I have been affected by the hurricane, but I put my needs at the back because I'm in a public position. And I hope that people could see that and work together with us at the Ministry of Carriacou and Petit Martinique Affairs to rebuild Carriacou and Petit Martinique. We cannot be rebuilding by ourselves. We have to rebuild together. If we do not do that, then we'll continue to go down a slippery slope. Mm-hmm. We are calling for that support. Whether you are in the diaspora, whether you're in the region, whether you're in Grenada, or simply on island in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, come to us and we'll also come to you. We need to work together.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you so much for ending on that note, where unity is the way to progress. And we want to thank you so much this morning for tapping in on the line with us and giving us all the information. And whenever you find the opportunity again to do so, you're always welcome. You very well know that, okay?
Thank you so very much for that. And again, I want to wish everybody a safe and accident-free, enjoyable Spice Mass 2025. For those of us joining to Grenada, please stay on the safe side.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Right. Okay, bye-bye.
Great. Thank you, too.
Okay, we've just been speaking with the PRO in the Ministry of Clerical and Diplomatic Affairs, Diana Isaac, and she gave us a little bit of an update as to what's taking place in the trial and clerical and diplomatic in particular, and what we can look forward to. Now, I want to keep the lines open, but before I continue, I just been watching some comments there, you know, that says, you guys inside the studio this morning are uniformed. They say we are uniform. We're going to explain a little bit more of that. Let me take another caller quickly. Vibes FM caller, you're live. Caller, good morning. Caller, come in.
Good morning, Mr. Miller.
Yes, good morning. Yes.
Yes, I want to, Mr. Miller and brothers, I want to bring it to the attention, the powers that be in the government. Listen, the Sargassum weed that's a nuisance. Take a page from Barbados. They're using it for manure and power and energy. So you don't have to reinvent a mousetrap. Gather the weed that's terrorizing us on the beach and use it for fertilization and put it towards using it for power and energy. You have a blessed carnival.
Well, thank you so much, Jay. Okay, well, I understand that quite a number of things are going into the process now of trying to see if they could deal with the sargassum seaweed, and it's been around for quite a number of years, guys. I mean, it's not a yesterday thing; it's not a today thing. It's been there,
and it's a Caribbean thing.
Yes, all around there.
Yeah. So, and I think the process is taking shape because a lot of people are in the other islands are coming together and address the situation.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm just saying we wouldn't be able to see it just disappear in 1 month. For example, it's a process, and I think we are. I mean, you know,
and what has been happening over the years too, you know, around this time, you know, we get an attack. I want to call it an attack, you know, of the sargassum coming across the Atlantic again, you know. So even though we get it under control this year, look out next year again.
Yeah,
it's coming again.
Yeah, so
it's been, you know,
approach it on a long-term basis.
Right, that's what exactly. Okay. Yeah. So now, let me continue right here, and we are going to put Sir Leo in a little spot this morning. So
before we go on to Sir Leo, I mean, we had to give him a special whatever it is. What anyway, we are contacting. But I just want to respond to something that Miss Isaac said in terms of what is going to be done. And I must say that I am very much pleased to hear that she's talking about reviving, resuscitating whatever it is going to be used. The wells, the cisterns, and the ponds. I think with the water challenges that we have, that should have happened many years ago. Because the ponds, the cisterns, and the wells, I mean, they are there. Our ancestors left those things there for us. They started it by creating it, and we've just not been able to maintain it. So community cisterns, for example, we never know what can happen in the future. We have to have means of survival. Water is very, very important. You know, Carriacou is famous for droughts in many in the past. So I'm saying, when I heard she mention the fact about that those things are going to be taking place and they are looking at that, I think it's a great thing because it's not just for today, it's for the future. You know,
where they're realizing the importance now of those catchments that were neglected for umpteen years.
Yeah.
You know? And they're trying to see if they could put some life back and put them into use again, so people could be able to use them in the community to ease some of the tensions and pressures and problems they've been having from time to time. So that's one of the situations that has been ongoing for a while. But anyway, let's hope that the very near future we'll be able to utilize some of those catchments and do something about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, because I said earlier on that our version today will be sort of shrink down until 12. Okay. So I don't want to surprise our listeners too much when they see around 12 o'clock, we sort of terminate the program because of the shorter version. We normally go until 2 o'clock, you know. But as we are moving forward now, And what has transpired in Carriacou over the weekend is something that's still moving my body. My body is still trying to see if we could come to terms as to the effects and the sort of discipline we showed one as Carriacouans, Peter Martinicans, and the kind of support that we've had in the region or in the Grenadines from our neighbors and everybody next door, as far as Tobago. And I'm speaking about the celebration of the Colon Memorial Challenge, in particular, as it was deemed for the weekend there, which Solio was the one who was spearheading the operations. He went ahead, organized, and did as much as he can to keep the Regatta weekend alive and to keep the idea of boat racing in the atmosphere, because we seem to be losing that. And if we don't take charge as quick as possible, we could be in a lot of problems. So Leo, before we move a little bit further, let me take this opportunity to thank you and give you all the flowers that you need, because what you have done over the past weekend for Carriacou, and you didn't do it for self, I know that, so I'm leaving self out, but what you have done for Carriacou and trying to keep Carriacou in the making, in the air, in the atmosphere, is unbelievable. I still can't believe that what you were speaking about and trying to accomplish would have been done, and I use the word flawlessly and successful. Solio. There's words cannot explain. And this is behold, those of you on Facebook, you look, we have been wearing some uniform this morning t-shirts, we call it. and if you look at the photo, you see Colin, a photograph of Colin there, and it was a weekend that was moving in every direction. You could say sometimes the spirit moving. You could feel the divine intervention. What's going to express, Solio? The microphone is yours.
don't take it and go. Leave it here. Don't want you say it's yours. But go ahead.
Yeah. Well, thank you, my Redeemer, and for such a compliment, and especially coming from one of your own, because that doesn't happen too often. Yeah. All strangers and other people will recognize what you're doing, but when it comes to home, you always come last. Yeah. But you was always the first to do that, and that is especially appreciated. Well, there are so many people that are involved in what we did last weekend, that if I go to thank everybody, it's going to take a whole program.
That's
another program. But I'll just, before I do anything else, I'd like to make mention to a few people and organizations, and then we can elaborate a little further. But the Greater Tourism Authority through Matrina Mills came unsolicited with a good breath of fresh air and support. When we needed, we had to thank them for that. I cannot thank you enough. You, Mr. Mills, 101.3, because you did run the thing, newsboy. I know where you get the donkey for, so where you get the Sakitan and Palilot from. But you did do way beyond the call of duty in promoting the event, and I thank you so very much. My good friend Henry Bristol in New York showed up with a nice change and saying, take this and do what you want with it. Good luck in what you're doing. Mr. Devon Alexander, Devon surprised me. I thought Devon was just another onlooker, but he came and caught up in the moment and put up $3,000 for the winning boat winner take all. Out of the blue. I know a lot of people talk the talk, but he walked the walk. Yeah. Thank you, Devon. And luckily for us, Skylar kept it home. Skylar kept it home. Skylar kept it home. Of course, your brother, Mr. Chris Mills, came up with a nice contribution. And my old friend, you always hear me talk about John Oscar Blair, somebody who I owe a debt of gratitude for helping me way back when things was not what they are now. and I always consider him a friend, and I will always say, a lot of what I own now, a portion of it belongs to him, based on the help I got from him years ago. Thank you, Oscar. Yeah. It was less expected. Well, of course, our good friend Robbie, man. Robbie was a very good friend of Colin, and he said, I couldn't see this go down if I didn't make a contribution. Thank you, Robbie. I think it's David Robbie Alexander, I'm not even sure. And my children in the US said that this is not going to go down. We know you don't need us, but we're selling. We're selling for Colin. We can not be a part of it. So my children, thank you. Of course, Trevelyn Andrews, I mean Colin's cousin or mother or brother, and Glenn Roy, and so who couldn't just stand idly by and see this happen and said, man, you want a ship, we have to give you some meat to cook, and surely they did, and came up nicely to support the effort. The Colin's entire family, and just yesterday his mom called to say, Leo, you'll always be a family member because we highly appreciate what you did, even though you have been naysayers, but leave them alone. I know better. So thank you, my dear, for that. And of course, let's talk about the sailors coming in from Mbekwe, from Tobago, Mairo, and all those good things. And I'm extremely happy, and it gave me a special feeling that I'm yet to hear negative. And you could know when people are magain,
yeah.
But you could know when they're sincere. And the compliments are highly given and surely very much appreciated. I looked at, people who like regatta and like boats. You'll see them when the time is about that. And of course, my good old friend Benson Patrice Paw was always there. They're all the original builder of the boat, came in and did their fair share. My good friend Cuthbert Stark passed one morning. He said, well, listen, I'll go and get some water and come and wash the boat. I'm doing something. So thank you, Cuthbert, for that. Unsolicited. My cousin Robert Alexis, who manned the bar, and my good friend Michelle. Boy, Michelle, please forgive me, but I don't really know your last name, but you know who you are. She works at Dollarman One Stop, and she helped tremendously at the bar too. And the people like Miss Ann Matheson, my sister-in-law, Starita Homer, Evelyn Joseph, and who the other person was again, Carol, my good cousin Carol Lawrence, yes, yeah. So there may be some one or two persons that I'm leaving out, but God knows that you know who you are, and I want to thank you for all that you did, because indeed the affair by all accounts was a good and successful one, and it leaves me on a high note. So I am saying I had a healthy retirement party. In addition,
because of the success and the way it makes you feel, and the event that you would have done, I was wondering before you say the healthy retirement party, I was wondering if that would change your mind and say, well, I'm going to retire again.
No, it has changed my mind to some extent, because my retirement doesn't have to mean that Regatta will be discontinued in Carriacou. However, I have some advice for successors.
Right, yeah.
Based on my experience. And I couldn't sit here and say, I know about Carriacou and want to see Carriacou move forward and not advise properly. And anything I'm saying today is going to be from the heart. And in some instances, I don't want anybody to blame Vibes 101.3 because it's coming from Leo Joseph. Things I'll say to people in public and in private, I'll touch on some of them just now. But you see, because we're not going to go anywhere, and the Regatta, Carriacou, that festival is too important culturally and economically for Carriacou, that if in fact I could assist, even though I'm going in retirement and I didn't assist, I'll be, it's not me, because I still want to see Carriacou be on the pinnacle, and everything that's good for Carriacou, I want to support it. I mean, of course, there are limitations, and as I said, there are some people that I've associated myself with some over a shorter period, but my involvement of Carol Regatta, spans the whole life of Carol Regatta. Life of Carol Regatta. We're talking about 60 years.
Yeah.
And I know of nobody else who is more involved in the festival than Leo Joseph. Don't want nobody tell you. And that I could say without fear or apology. Yeah. And because I know it's so good for Carriacou, and I love Carriacou so much, I said it must happen. But I must warn you guys. There's some things that happened this year, and I was hoping that it will never happen. Because it was a genuine effort going into recognizing somebody who I thought made a big difference. Sometimes the little things we do, we don't understand how far it goes.
Yeah.
And the resurgence of Carriacou Regatta and people coming in from the Grenadines, that was done by Colin Alexander. By merely building a boat.
Yes. Just imagine that.
Just by merely building a boat, because there was a lot to talk the talk, but he walked the walk. And of all the folks who, as everybody else, just an ordinary laborers himself in New York, and he could take time off his busy schedule and dedicate his time and monies to building a boat at Skylar. So we have to give him kudos for that. And for me personally, I'll tell you that nothing is absolute. You could find differences between husband and wife, teeth and tongue, and everybody else that's involved. As far as Colin is concerned, I firmly believe, I say, I'll go further, not believe, I know the young man had my back. He had me back. Yeah. There was never a time when I called upon him and yes. And the one thing that happened, and which sort of a seal the deal for me, there were some unfortunate things that happened in Regatta of 23. And he came to me crying. Said, Dad, it's the last time I'm telling you this, but I know you like Regatta. But you have to come out of it.
Wow.
Come out of it.
Yeah.
And anything you want to do, we're going to do it for ourselves. But the people that you're trying to help, I see very little appreciation. And knowing you as well as I do, come out of it.
Imagine that. Eh?
yes.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about Regatta Committee now. And I am saying that that was his final wish.
Come out of it.
Yeah. So I will never be taking the lead again. I shouldn't say never, but I hope that I never take the lead again, even though I'll be involved in anything that's helping Carriacou Regatta. One thing I'd like to say to the sailors, though, because hear people talking about how we'll start early and raising funds and getting monies and so on and so forth. Monies does not a regatta make. You understand me? There are a lot of more pieces to that puzzle.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
It is.
You would have $1 million if you didn't do the right thing pertaining to that sport or the festival. You bat not. And this year, despite the effort that was made, and it was made abundantly clear to all and sundry, including the Minister for Carriacou and Diplomatic Affairs, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry for Carriacou Affairs, and the current chairman of the Carriacou Regatta Committee. It was made abundantly clear what I'm about to do, what my intentions were, but yet I'm listening to some recordings that Regatta didn't happen this year because of Leo. And that is so far from the truth. And that was done by my good friend, Mr. Benjamin, and I want to tell him publicly that I'm disappointed and advising the people in the sailing community. If you ever want to see Regatta continue, you need people who know and are prepared to do something about Regatta. Unfortunately, I'm telling Mr. Benjamin he's not one of those who are qualified to do that. So this is the advice coming from Leo in public. And we could always debate that, which I've said at any given forum. And it's coming from solid experience, So you guys who are like, well, my good friend Benson Patrice, the backbone of Winward Regatta and the sloops, take heed. Persons who own the sloop, Winward Pride, be it Hugh, be it Richard, be it Floyd, you got guys always ask for advice. There is my advice to you guys. Take things into your own hands if you love what you do and you want to see it continue. Get people who love what they do and are prepared to do it. Otherwise, you'll be in the same khaki pants going nowhere. As for Leo Joseph, as plain as I could give it. Okay? Yeah. We need people. How you going to tell me you love regatta?
An enthusiast.
You are a regatta enthusiast. Yes. And here is an opportunity we had fellas from Bakeway to be people who really belong to that thing. You didn't come and say, well, how do you do?
Yeah. That's
huh? You didn't come and say, how you guys doing? You see boat racing, so much exciting races, you're not there. You despise Leo Joseph so much.
Yes. And it's not because I would say that they don't love the regatta, but they don't love the regatta. They love regatta. But because of you.
No. I'm saying that. No, have none to do. I beg to differ. Oh. I always say that these people who say they love regatta, they love the jupa.
Okay, right.
Not regatta. And you see Beryl take the jupa, so that means regatta at all. This is jupa they love. Because how on Christ Almighty's name, let me tell you something in 2005. People who will not buy a nail for a boat, or buy a piece of sail, or buy a shackle, but you're very prominent in regatta committee. And in 2005, UNDP gave us 3 boats, 3 boats.
I remember that, yeah.
Rigged and ready. 1 built by Koi, 1 built by Roy Dillon, and 1 built by Power. And in no time flat, those boats went to the grave. They said they're rotten.
Regatta enthusiast?
I
remember when those boats were built, yeah.
Oh, you mean?
Right, yeah.
So if you love the thing so much and you get one, you don't have to buy it and you have to pay for it. A free boat.
3, yeah?
3.
Yeah, just 3.
You want me to clean sweep? Full force and mystery. Boats rigged. All you have to do is push them in the water and sail them. You love regatta. How can you compare and then you want to criticize Leo Joseph for being in it for 50 years with 7 boats out of pocket?
Yeah.
Think about it now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. So, God. Yeah. And I understand that Leo is to be blamed. We went to the paper, Leo. They're not having regatta this year because Leo is giving them competition. And short of taking legal action, there is nothing they could do about it. Legal action?
This is all of that.
Yes, legal action. Well, it's a big laugh, but because I thought somebody been to school, you can't be so stupid. And if you know what you know, and mind you, if you know what you know, or you could say that. So, you know what I think is necessary? Moving forward with regatta, when they are regatta town hall, a town hall meeting, so a lot of things should be brought to the fore, and we need to encourage the youngsters. The excitement I saw last weekend, I didn't see that in a million years.
Yeah.
All on sundry,
Yes.
You saw people were into the races as though there was.
There was on the regatta with the
boats. Yeah, and that's what. That is what you have to do. I mean, you call, sometimes you see a horse race a photo finish.
Photo finish?
Photo finish, or quite a few photo finishes, and people there would sit in. And it was so sad. I was so happy that the niece of Colin, after which Skylar is named, when Skylar edged out Blackberry to win that race, the poor child jumped up in the sky and she cried as though somebody did kill her mother. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that is the kind of camaraderie we have to create. To create. And the guys who were here, they went back to the different homes. From Tobago, they called me, God, Uncle, as usual, thank you. From Baker, the same sentiment. Yeah. And he's only, the one who leads the Baker with him keeps saying to me, Uncle, we can't let this thing die, we have to continue it. And it pains me to hear what he has to say. And I know that is not my intention. I want to see it happen, but it's not my intention to lead it.
It is. You know, you're quite right about that. Right?
You might.
I'm telling you, it was very, very touching. You know.
Yeah.
So do you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, you know, from my experience and what I saw happen over the weekend there, you couldn't plan an event to be successful as that was executed. There's no planning, and it. You know, you put plans in place, and you hope that everything works out nicely. But it was this was like basically a record breaking. It was the camaraderie, the sort of a unity we had from the sailors, especially the Grenadines and the Tobagonians, you know, those that come here to Carriacou just to support. And when they come to support genuinely. Then come for money. They didn't come for anything else.
Well, let me tell you what happened. Those guys come to go make a big pot of food and bring and share it, you know.
Look at that.
Huh? They cook.
Yeah.
In addition to what we have, they cook and say, well, we want to be part of it, we have to do something. When you have that kind of thing going on with you, and especially what I did this time, I made abundantly clear. Say, of course, you wouldn't get as big a sum as you usually get. But at the end of the festival, monies were distributed equally. We don't want to know who comes first, who comes second, who comes third.
One number.
As long as you participate.
It's
a one love business. And everybody was happy as a pig in fields. Boy, we're glad we get something. That's all right. So, I mean, there's a lot of things we could do. And I tell you, we could raise us 3 times the money that government is going to give you. But if we do the right thing and act in time. So once again, guys who build boats and guys who spend money on boats, deal with people who are serious about your culture and festival, or know something about it and want to do something about it, not old talk. Get rid of the imposters and look for the real thing. Yeah,
but as you just touched this, Sully, I just want to piggyback a little bit on what you've just been saying, as it pertains to, you know, the whatever was given to boatmen, you know, as a sort of a, you know, contribution, you know. And we said, you know, that no numbers were really, the numbers wasn't the factor.
No.
It wasn't a factor. And that is so important, because when you start putting numbers as factors, that's where the breakdown starts, you know, in most of these things, you know, because you start looking at numbers now in order for you to make a contribution, participate, or whatever. And that's not the idea. The idea is for love, is for wanting to see the thing survive. That's it, you know.
But here, Mrs. Daniel, Selma Daniel, Daniel is a husband, a sailmaker, and call them veterans because they have all the time Carriacou. And Uncle, you are just going, thank you for a nice time. And Uncle, you give us money too. So as far as she's concerned, just come in here and have fun was good enough. But a little change just put the icing on the cake.
Right,
And that we could do that. We have the people to do that instead of this foolish fight down time. And when I listen to some of the comments, and it's not what people tell me, what I hear with my own ears. And some of you on tape, you quiver, man. And Carriacou, I don't understand how we get to be like that, you know. That is why every time I think about what was created by this NNPism in Carriacou, Kit Mitchell and Elvin Imar et al., I could never be happy. Go to my grave with it, because you see, we're never like that. The Kakabawi for Kakabawi gone out the drain, and now we Kakabawi for nobody. And we turn choof occupying. More be just more we swell.
That's
when we came like that, when we come like that, for what reason? So that I can't tell you sometimes how it bothers me. It cost me sleepless nights, you know, and people who, for foolishness, you know, us against them for no reason. And it's about time somebody take the gloves off, put on your brass knuckle, and call them out for it, because those things are not necessary. It's not helping us. Don't go come smile with me and then behind my back you go saying something. Stop being a $3 bill. Be genuine. Be something that's good for legal tender.
Not a $3 bill.
Not a $3 bill.
So you know,
yes, sir.
Kimberly and so Coy, you know, I've been sitting and listening, and you know, for many years we've been listening to Uncle Leo, you know, and the whole experience and situation way back then. And what you can see since those nonsense they commence, right?
in terms of fighting down. And we're not helping the country to go forward in a progressive manner. Selfishness, self-centeredness, well, it is full of jealousy, grudge, and even greed. But obviously, I mean, I want to begin by saying thank you, Solio, from my personal experience, knowing you, seeing the sacrifice you have made, that commitment, that heart for the island of Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, and perhaps by extension Grenada too, because when they come up, everybody can have some kind of benefit or something. And so we appreciate you from our hearts. You know, despite of what others will say, and they have tried and done already, you know, yet, you know, we're not going to be dishonest with the truth that we know, because the truth that we know is the only thing that will set us free. Everything else is have us in captive, enslave us, burden us. You know, some of us have to go and get tablet from the doctor. You understand? Some of those nonsense people talk, and we doesn't take time out to check it out. You know, we believe it and acting foolish. Now, Solio, you have done tremendous, and I want to thank you, as I mentioned, from a personal thing, and also I want to say on behalf of those of us who have common sense, right? Those of us who have common sense, and we have seen the truth, and we can't have a negative conscience, you know, or allow our heart to condemn us then, right? Because God is greater than our heart, and you have done tremendously.
One of the things,
thank you.
One of the things, you know, I keep reminiscing and looking back at, you know, in that last weekend event and what he has decided to do as a contribution again. And this is contribution. This is for love, country, island, whatever. And if that was not in place, what would have happened in Carriacou on a weekend where we celebrate 60 years in the past of regattas? And just imagine after 60 years,
nothing happened.
Nothing. Just silent night.
And you know, those guys made a special effort to go publicizing Regatta cancelled. Regatta cancelled. And I told them, I said, you know, of course, Leo Joseph, Mr. Benjamin, Leo Joseph is not going to sail any boat that for any committee that you're head of. That's a no-no. Based on experience, I told you so before. But that doesn't mean that if you want to be part of what I'm doing, feel free to do it.
Yeah.
Feel free to do it. Let the guys come sail. If you sail, you want to sail, join me. And on this note, you know, in as much, I want to say thank you to Senator Cox, Nolan Cox.
Yeah.
And I tell you why. Because we don't spare, including myself, Nolan Cox on this program, you know. And I would tell him, you're my friend, I just can't support you because of who you represent. But as a human being, as a person, as a Carriacouan, we go on nice and tight.
Yeah.
And
that's him, you know.
Yeah, and I invited him and he was selling, you know.
Yeah.
Came, they took part of it. I thank you, Mr. Cox. I thank you, Mr. Cox. But you know, there's a time for everything, and when one thing has nothing to do with the other. But he likes his sailing, he come and he sail. It doesn't matter who organizing it.
Yeah, he did. And he reminded me of who he was like then when he used to participate in the regattas.
Yeah.
I sort of forgot that he used to be one of the enthusiasts and being on boats.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time. So as far as that, he racing? He come and he right there with them.
And you know what was nice to me when I see him speaking here, in that he was talking about the tactics that they use in order to get victory, you know. And that is the regatta there, you know. The regatta there on the shore there is what happened on the sea. We're bringing back on the show now to explain and to we had a brag. We had a brag.
Yes, must do that. Must do that.
But that was nice.
I'll tell you, I have to. Sometime I'll have to call him and personally thank him because it demonstrated a sort of a Caraconis in us.
Yes.
You know, not forget who is what, or green, blue, yellow, green, and that. And he knows exactly where I stand, and that didn't shape him or didn't change him a lot. As a matter of fact, I give a joke when I call him for his t-shirt, I say, give me a yellow, tell me I want green either. Oh, it was so nice. It was a Caracou thing, man. Forget this foolishness.
And I wish that spirit, that spirit of camaraderie and that spirit of excitement, that spirit of owning what is happening, really when Regatta continues, because the organizer said that it is cancelled for this year, meaning that they will continue next year. I guess there are times. So I'm saying when that happens, I would like to see the same kind of excitement, the same kind of take ownership of a festival, something that you enjoy, you're an enthusiast. I really would like to see that continue.
No, but you're speaking about cancelling, and we talk about cancelling the Regatta, that word was used, I think it was conveniently. Conveniently, because of them not being able to do anything about it, and they want to sometimes put a blame game and make up all kind of excuse. Because I would ask straight out, that if you cancel Regatta this year, what plans do you have in place for next year? Because if you realize the condition of the boats in Carriacou, in particular, especially the large open deck sloops, that it's been one of the features. And whatever boats we have in Carriacou, what plans you have within the next year in place now as to see if you could revive the boat racing aspect of the Regatta? Regatta is not Miss Aquaval, It's not that the swimmer on the beach or nothing like that. These are just things just to complement the Regatta. But it's actual the racing. And what we have seen this year was the actual what Regatta was all about. Racing.
Competitiveness on the sea.
Showing the skills. Because if you look at it, the boats are very competitive, but in many instances, it was the skill in some instances that made them a winner.
Yeah,
right.
That was it,
But I thank everybody, and I was missing not thanking the spirit of Colin.
He was present.
I think he was present.
And speaking about the spirit of Colin being present, when the first race was run, and the boat Skylar, which Colin built, that was the to me the high point of the Regatta in the beginning. It started off the Regatta on a high,
right?
Because of the presence. You see, sometimes you speak about divine intervention, and you say the spirits are wrong and people are there, whatever. But you could feel that the presence of him being there when it was not even expected because of the competition of the other boats. And I mean, they're really competing. But he was able to come forward to start and win. And that was the starting point on a high for the entire weekend.
Well, listen to my friend. You always hear me talk about my boy lived in Delaware.
Yeah.
He bought in Delaware, but his spirit in Beckway. And there's a close duel between he and Skylar coming to the finish. Even though I want to win. He said, but when Skylar edged me out, I cry for joy now. I think about Colin and I cry. So it's the family feeling, and it doesn't matter one way or another. It's not about winning, it's just about being together. If you win, you're glad. If you think you take your fatigue, and that's the whole thing. That's what it's all about.
And try again.
And try again. And I tell you what, nothing makes me happier than that. Of course, I invited my good friend who once suggested that I should go and I should be replaced by Carl Benjamin and John McDonald, who said, it's interested. I had to give my boy a shout out as Roll Patterson. Yes, a very objective and NPite. He's a journalist. So Roll, we were talking about, but I had to mention you.
One of the things also you want to, be thankful, grateful as well to Solio, in terms that even though he's retired, yet he can advise, he can share those experiences, to the younger boatmen, sailors. And so we look forward to to see such happenings.
Yeah.
And support it. From a community perspective.
But I'm
as well
adamant
as our
though.
personal.
I'm adamant though. I really, really want to see Karaoke Regatta survive. But I'm not adding any fuel to the fire, because when you know that something will not happen based on experience, you don't pretend that you don't know, and you don't encourage it, because it has happened in the past 3 times. So what are you fooling yourself about? You know it is going to happen. There are certain people who should not be around Regatta at all, based on my experience. And I love to debate it at any point in time. So what you're doing there, and I understand the ministry is saying we'll raise some monies and so on, we'll show you how to raise some monies and so on and so forth. Wrong business.
The ministry, you say?
Yes. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the ministry. I mean, showing the people the way. It's a good idea. What I'm trying to say is that who are you showing the way? So you should, in other words, don't send somebody the basket to bring water. You know the water in return. Make sure that person have a picture pan. Forget the basket or otherwise. When you know they know what to do, don't encourage it.
When you dip for water in a basket.
Yes. Go in the season with a picture pan. Do come in a basket. And you must know what you're doing. Take good advice. And do the right thing by the festival. Otherwise, you'll be spinning top in mud again and again, as we've been doing probably 50 of the last 60 years. The reason why we're not where we should be is because we've been practicing insanity, doing the same foolishness over and over and expect different results, and pointing a finger at somebody who's genuinely helping. So that's why it's the way it is.
But it's so important, if with people with experience and the interest as well to be involved and try and see if they could advise and navigate, the proper way. Because, like for instance, Soli, I mean, I respect you and I listen to you say going in retirement and whatever. I know it's in the DNA anyway. You know, when it comes to racing and boats and stuff like that, you will always be there no matter what.
That won't die.
That can die. But what should happen now, and it's something that's been lacking for the longest while, is that with knowledge and experience and people like expertise, like Solio, we should try to see if we could grab and hold on to whatever he has to give back now, so you could sustain whatever we're trying to do. Because other than that, you're getting people who have no interest and just sit down there.
No passion.
No, that's it. I mean, half of them, if you ask them if they've ever been on a boat, and they
never know.
That's it.
Never. I recall a couple of years ago, and the person who they were Skylark and the boys and those foolishness was a chairperson of Karaoke Regatta Committee. You know what a regatta is? It's a festival.
You see? And that's it.
So how not what you're doing? You're coming to bake a cake and you're walking with ashes. Where you going? There's certain ingredients you need for certain product. If you don't have the ingredients, you will not get the product. So I am saying I might not know it all, and you don't necessarily have to take my advice, but it doesn't hurt to listen.
That's what you need to do.
Listen. Take what you want, throw the rest. And every time I think about it, and I think about my boys and without pride, because they're all the way. Everybody, nobody's in Karaoke physically. But the idea that they'll go to work and do something and collect part of the hard-earned money, as I did, and we did, who nothing was made in Karaoke, and invested in Karaoke. And so there must be some fruits for the labor. So don't set yourself down. I keep telling you guys, there are ways we could raise monies to have a successful regatta. You've been adequately compensated, and your culture will be alive, and you'll be happy as a pig in filth. But this same foolishness you're doing, they're getting some people who have no idea about regatta and saying they're on a regatta committee. Most of them is a t-shirt and a free party they're looking for. That's the truth. Say it however I want it, that's how it is.
So we need people with passion.
People know what they're doing.
Who have the experience.
Who will know the festival. People who understand how much it costs to go in what the place named Budget Marine or Island Water World. And when you see the price of a shackle, you understand what we're talking about. So people who have their belly, yes, you have to get your belly, have your belly. If you have money, you have your belly to do that.
Yeah.
And so don't leave that which you work hard for in the hands of some people who don't know any better and expect things to happen to you in a positive way. No.
Now, what you're saying, Mr. Leo, there's a lot of meat to it.
Yeah.
Oh, she only.
No, because I recall, back I think it was 2020 or 21. I'm not too sure anyway. But on the opening of the festival, the chairman I'm speaking about now, of the Carriacou Regatta Committee, on the opening of the festival, sending his resignation. Imagine that.
You want to
is that a regatta enthusiast? Ask yourself the question. Do you have the interest of the regatta at heart? Just imagine that. So in other words, now you need people who committed to the task and would stay there and chart the course and whatever you might meet from rough weather, but you stay on board.
Yeah.
And make sure, because you have a mission to accomplish, and it's not going to go and leave you behind. You with it, and that's as Solia is saying. There's no commitment, so these people don't need to be there. Period. Otherwise than that, you're not going to have anything substantial. Nothing will be sustained. That's the end of it.
The membership starts in July, ending August. All the time. And let me tell you what.
July, August.
Yeah,
that's 1 month.
Yeah, that's the
well,
membership.
Less than a month, I think.
After that,
and I could tell you, I could bet me $15 to nothing pay as you able. Why this committee wasn't able to start this year? Because the government wasn't committing any money to Carriacou Regatta, which is their prerogative. They could do that if they want to.
Yeah.
But in times like that, when we have to get going and wait for government subvention, you know who is the ATM?
yes.
Yeah. And the sad fact of the matter is that I could remember the current chairperson saying, "Boy, Leo, it's about time we start compensating you. You all aren't spending money, you all are going to bakery and that type of stuff." And then when you tell me that to my face and behind my back, you're stabbing me. You have to be a $7 bill.
Yeah.
God damn it, boy, these people.
It's sad.
Boy, you don't understand.
Well, Tim, I'm hearing some currencies that I've never heard before. A $2 bill.
Come on, no, you're the better than that. Don't be like that. We're not like that. We must work with each other and work together. What is you so high on being that, and nobody's contributing anything?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't recall. I mean, although in the time was before I left the island, really. How does that function? People just say, "I want to be this," and they put them in it, or there is a formula, a basis for. Listen, the community, the village, not the village, but the island. People come together and say, "Listen, this is what we want to do," and each person will say, "I would represent. I would commit myself." I mean, I'm just trying to ask you because you've been involved in it at a long time.
Well, what is
how it happens?
Remember that regatta, as per law and actual facts, that is something must be administered by a community group. Community group, yes?
Yeah.
So you don't even have to be a citizen, but people who would volunteer and go and offer the services, fine. You can always deter them, say, fine, you want to be on there, you're on there. But people go and join Regatta committee for different reasons. I just mentioned that a lot of them is for a t-shirt, another few is for the going party free.
Yeah.
Because I'm a member.
Right, yes.
What is there in a boat you don't know, and you don't understand what we have to go through, the people who own boats. I tell you what, go by Davidson. Davidson sell Jotun paint. Those are the marine paints that we use.
Yeah.
Nothing in the marine world is cheap. And that's why I said to the guys, but even so, it's not cheap. Do not depend on government, because you could raise your own funds.
Yeah.
You could raise your own funds and government will be glad to pay you back and try to help you, because they'll see that you're making sense. But anytime, and I remember when Elvin Nimrod and Caddington Hood, I think it was, if I remember carefully, they said they're changing the laws to say that every festival in Carriacou must come under the auspices of the Ministry of Carriacou and Diplomatic Affairs.
Was there a board or something?
Huh?
The
Festival's board.
Festival board, yes.
And Frank Bernardine said to him, it was a very appropriate question. Mr. Minister, you're not Methuselah, you're not going to live forever. You're talking about the festivals coming under the auspices of the Ministry of Carriacou and Diplomatic Affairs. What about your replacement is a jackass? If that happened, you are not going to live forever.
Right.
And the other minister coming is a two-foot donkey. How you expect? What you expect to happen to the festival? So be careful about what you guys are thinking, what you guys are saying. But you feel powerful, and of course, they come and they implement this foolish festivals board. And and because there is no opposition in government, nobody questions it. I don't even think it was illegal. Based on because the Festivals Act of 1994 says that the festivals of Carriacou must be administered by a community group, not government, because they want no politics in the festivals. There was a reason for it. And that is what we were able to use to back up Elvin Nimrod and go to the Niles. And here I'm saying now, this current chairman is comparing what I did to what happened back then. No. I didn't call myself Carriacou Regatta Committee. Right? And I know the only reason why I didn't do it is because you guys, I don't want to be involved with you based on my experience with you guys. And this thing after doing, knowing that you're not going to have a regatta festival because there are no sloops that are available to run. And the people that we bring here to have a regatta or to make it possible, you all have always ignored them. So you say, Leo saying those people from Bakery won't come. If he make them come, not me say that is them. They'll tell you so.
What does that have to do?
But all this kind of talk is what you're hearing. But you know, these things, people who don't know any better and they just chiming in and doing damage to the festival. It pains me because I put too much time into it for that.
Yeah.
Years, 60 years is not a short time.
It's a long time.
And what has happened too, as a matter of fact, after we just celebrated the weekend, you realize, is that what transpired over the weekend, Leo, is what is Regatta. It's what Regatta is all about. That's what Regatta is all about. It's the racing. Listen, we didn't have to have no DJ. We didn't have to have anything else.
That's the boats.
But that the boats there, and the competition, showing off the skills, the people unifying, meeting. Listen. It was a nice, and that is how the Regatta started.
That is how it started.
That's how the Regatta started. It's after they went ahead and put all these other little things, whatever, to complement.
Grizzly pole and the donkey race and the tugger one, so on.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. I'm just saying. It is.
But the focus was left behind.
Yeah, the boat race.
And that's it. And then the feel after that now, festival now, it's how much DJs they could have lined up on the streets.
Yeah, but and I think the Festivals Act and what was included the Festivals Act came in as a result of Nelson Cox and Kundi, Because the festival was passed down to government officials after Riggs dropped it.
Yeah.
And the comment started.
Oh,
You remember, no, man?
I remember, yes.
Remember, that's what happened,
Right.
And the monkey business, the politics started, cut it out. We don't want it anymore. And somebody in the wisdom said, no.
Right.
Let a community group administer it and leave the politics out of it.
Right.
So we want to have NNP, we want to have NEC, we want to have GLP, we want to have GNP on the committee.
Everybody.
People who are interested in sailing, not politics.
Right.
So that's how it came about. I vividly remember that. Man, if we those two fellas, the man things have to go astray, Yes. Who is partisan? Who knows this and the same politics? Yes.
When you mentioned Kundi.
Yes.
But I tell you, when you come to Carriacou and history, I ain't shy, They mess it up.
Yeah.
So we moving forward. And we talk all the time because those of us in the sailing fraternity, we have a chat.
Yeah.
We have a chat. So that is how you see, even if certain portions might not attend what we're doing, people still as all there.
Yeah.
Still as those who mean something to the festival were there.
Yes.
And so that's what matters to me.
That's it.
So moving forward, I said, guys, anything you want to know, I think that I could help, and as long as a boatman, and you want to come, Leo is there, free advice, and it's coming from a lot of years, and not just because I'm on the surface. Very much involved.
Yeah.
Building and sailing. This year, after the 7 boats, 7, financed and built to be part of Caribou Regatta. So
you done a lot, but you done great.
But take a break. Let me take a call, guys. Okay. Vibes FM, WhatsApp caller coming. WhatsApp caller. Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, hello. Yes.
Good morning.
Yes,
Good
go
morning.
ahead. Yes.
I don't think that was WhatsApp. That was the phone.
No problem.
Kim,
Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
and the team, they good morning.
Good morning to you, my brother.
Mr. Leo,
yes, sir.
I want to address you personally.
Do that.
I heard your sentiments,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to congratulate you.
Thank you.
However, I would like to make a suggestion to you.
Go ahead.
Please don't retire until, listen, my statement is not finished.
Yes.
Please don't retire until there's a proper structure in place to continue what I would want to describe as something that you could aspire. You see what you did this year? I was not in Carriacou, but from your explanation, from what the discussion was all about, I see it as a mark that was higher than what happened in the past. Am I correct in saying so?
Yeah, you're correct. I could sanction that. Yes.
Okay. So I would like you, Mr. Leo, to put your retirement plan on hold for a while. Ensure that there is a structure there with some young people, and maybe the people of Carriacou is listening to me, I'm from Grenada. Get competent people to run this thing. Have Mr. Leo as an honorary person there that could give all the advice possible in terms of making it a success, and then Mr. Leo, you could think about retiring. Because I don't think you will live happily in your retirement if there isn't a proper structure. And the same foolishness that you talk about is going to happen, and you're into retirement. I don't think you will live happy. So my advice to you is to get people. I mean, there are a lot of people in Carriacou who I think would be interested in running this thing properly. People who really love it, as you say. And then when it is going, then you gracefully decide to stay in the background and do your thing. I want you to live comfortable because he's a very community-oriented person. And I don't think you will live comfortable, happily, if you go into retirement and this Regatta thing is in this foolishness that you speak about. So that would be my advice.
Okay.
But once again, congratulations on your effort. I think it was a wonderful thing because I was listening to the discussion even before Regatta, whether it will happen or not. And I know you give the commitment that you will be trying something and all of that. And I want to congratulate you on that.
Well,
thank you.
I thank you very much, and as I said, thank you.
No, give it some consideration. I think it worth considering.
Thank you. Yes. Well, as I said, there's some friends of mine that I know who are enthusiastic about the whole affair, and we have a chat, and I could make some suggestions to them, and have them move in the right direction. But again, I can't say it even how many more times could I say it. If you don't have people who are passionate about what you're doing, is not going to get anywhere. So forget this skullduggery and take the bull by the horn and do what has to be done for the festival. Those who have the interest in the festival.
And we need the festival too because in the economy and the injection of capital. I mean, forex and everything like that. I mean, Carriacou got a nice jolt over the weekend. I mean, really, I could tell as a business person, I could tell you that I felt it. And it's so important again because people at the end of the day now in the community will benefit once the right structures are put in place. And this is what we need now, because we don't need to have all this 9 yards here with all these big activities here, there, and everywhere. It's just concentrate on what the product is and produce the product.
But you see, again, and let me tell you, Kim, and we're so short-sighted. When you go to a regatta in Bakeway, perfect. I mean, boats and yachts and so on. And to every fete you go, full house.
Full house, yes.
Full house. So that nucleus, and it spread through the community. So you've seen the benefit one way or another. And it could happen in Carriacou. But what I think they should do to moving forward, you see as they do in Barbados, you go to what you call the place again, crop over. Every fete, you have an officer in the door clicking. Much people come in and when they tax you. Because he's the first, say whatever is crop over, make you get it. So you have to contribute to it. We too hesitant to contribute, let somebody else do it. Somebody else must pay, so I will benefit. We boy.
And I want to put a little joke in here. Let me tell you. I've been hearing stories because I speak to quite a people around the islands, especially in Bakeway, and the residents of Bakeway, especially the spouses, and the rest of the families, they are more into the regatta even than their husbands or their spouse, who is doing the boats. And I heard a story one time that they were on the beach and getting ready for the race, and the wives were getting mad because why? The husbands ain't going inside the boat. Go in the boat. Listen, sometimes they want to lift them and put them inside of there and say to them, you could win the race. And there was one instance, I remember back in, it was around maybe 1999 thereabout, I was covering the Regatta live, on the radio. And the people around the Grenadines were listening. And this boat, I think it was Perseverance, that won the race by a nose, we call that a nose. It was that close inside the Leicester Bay. That's where the finishing was, right? But anyway, when the race was won, the wife was in Bakery because she was unable to make it, But she called the radio station to congratulate the husband.
Arnold Hazel.
You're right, okay. But when she called there, I had her live, and the husband was there. So he answered the phone. And she was saying to him at the time, I tell you, you could do it and think, when you come home, I have something special for you. But the crowd went wild. Because you could see the interest that she has there. And you could see the excitement in the air. And she promised him something special. And the guy said to me, boy, when you go up, you're getting something special. But again, this is the kind of support and kind of thing that you have around the islands, And if we could only get ourselves involved in that way and make the festival what it's supposed to be. Listen, this thing will be long-lasting, sustaining for the longest while.
What do you mean?
Yes.
And I could see it, because I don't know how long again it's going to be, but we're clamoring for that unity, that free movement among the Grenadine Islands. Well, you come tell me about what you worry about. It, as a matter of fact, what are you worrying about? How long it going to take you from between Pidematic and PSV?
That's it. 5 minutes.
How you could enforce anything? What 5 minutes? If you're swimming? If you're swimming? Or between Gun Point and I don't understand. Or Rafale. You, these people, we must understand where we're living in and not one size fit all. Understand your jurisdiction. Understand your local. There's no way in hell I think even the American government could have enforced a movement between these islands. They're too close for comfort.
Yeah.
The minute you slip a slide, you not 1 ounce of sleep. Somebody could live, go from Greenland territorial waters to St. Vincent territorial waters.
Yeah.
What are you trying to prove? In Europe, with the idea going Italy, that. You.
Vibes FM, caller?
Yeah.
Caller, come in.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, yes.
Good day.
How you doing, Uncle Leo?
Me love how you do.
Why are there, girl there, everything mellow?
I was going to call and complain now because I was only here with Lady Samo and Kim the King.
Boy, I say say you more, they're watching some boat sail, boy.
Yes. Well, you know we must do that.
Yeah, well, listen now, you see this last caller, that caller encourage you not to
Retire.
I want to support him, Uncle you.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. You don't must be in the front line as before.
Mm-hmm.
But don't send in you, don't throw in your towel. Stay on the side. You love that.
Yeah.
It's passion.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want Regatta Carico to experience the blow that Rainbow City gets on this island here. You see, ungratefulness is a bad thing, you know.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't it?
Watch, let me tell you something. This man they used to call Jim. That man walk with the people of St. Andrews to light up Rainbow City for 3 years, and that was the best 3 years Rainbow City experience under that man. And that man come and you could say like he come like a vagrant on the street of Grenville. After that man give his love to Rainbow City. He give his heart, he give her everything what he have. He go full blast. And after time they feel they could do it for themselves. They throw him out, they never look for him to help him, he come and he die. So ungratefulness is worse than over.
Yes.
So don't retire. I don't want Regatta to get experience the blow that what Rainbow City. You start it, you build it, you grow it, stay alongside it. When God take you out, well, nobody can say nothing, but don't leave it.
Yeah.
And you know, I was talking to a man from Carriacou. He's not from Carriacou, he's on the mainland. And he was telling me that Tevin torn away kayak from him. I said, why? What he say? Carriacou people could build a house and they waiting on government. I say, let me tell you something, a real kayak. I ain't talking about people like one sentence in Grenada and going Grenada in Carriacou and pretending them is kayak. Kayak don't leak us. I say, so don't say that. The man born and he grow and he know what is kayak. Kayak don't depend on people to help them. They walk with their 2 hands and help us. Say, all you are going Carriacou there and want to come and make people believe that kayak lazy and kayak hungry and kayak is hand to mouth. No way. I say, is all you are going there. You Carriacou was far advanced than Grenada. When a kayak go in England, they want to bring the whole family in England and live them up. So don't come around your mouth and say about what Tevin say. I said Tevin born in Grenada and Carriacou and he no kayak. So don't come with all you properties trying to say this. All you are going Carriacou and want to pretend and make people believe Carriacou like to beg people and they lazy. And you used to get all your food. Most of your food from Carriacou, down in the mainland, dry peas, corn, everything you get in it. So how you come in and tell me? I say, you can't tell me nothing about Carriacou, about kayak. You don't know nothing. All you go there and all you want to turn the kayak, what hard walking, and know what they're talking about. He just have to listen what I say. Because I know Carriacou people is hard walking people. Kayak no beg. So when you see they talking about their experience, leave them talk because they experience since a baby they grow up and they know how to walk. So all you just live here and they get their training especially from Grenada. Sit down and make children let it get a little $75 to send them to school. Let it get their school books, let it get their school bag and everything. And so they're making $900 a month going in one home for seed and everything for children. I say, all you want to file the thing now, kayak, name that.
Okay.
So, have a good day, darling.
Okay, thank you, Sula. Thank you. You too.
Okay, darling.
Bye-bye.
All right. Before we move further, let me try to take another call, guys, because the lines have been linked up for the longest while. Vibes FM, next caller. Caller, you on? Caller, come in. Caller, yes. Okay. Yes, go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, money. I just like to express that same sentiment what that previous caller been saying. In regards to the Regatta, I think I must say congratulations to Mr. Liu. A job well done.
Thank you.
As a matter of fact, this regatta, I enjoyed it more than all previous regatta, you know.
Yeah.
Despite all the negativity that went around in the past, just before the regatta. So you did a very, very good job, Mr. Liu. And the location is the right location when you check it out, you know.
Yeah.
You have a wide beach front.
Yeah.
And everything that is happening on the water there, and the boat never really went out of sight. So like you're not on the water, but like you could hear what's happening in the boat. Like you could hear the comments that they make. It was really, really good, and I think that is that is vision.
It is.
And the bands, man. The bands that put on the beach there. Oh, that was a nice session with Pacey and them and the other band from Kuwait.
Return the band.
Return them, yeah.
Return the band, yes.
Yeah, they pump out.
Yeah.
And don't throw the towel as yet, man. You have a lot of life still to live, man. And you have to get together before you throw the towel, as one of the fellas said.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
We may have to we may have to get a list of signatures from people. Say, listen, we the 5,000 of us say you can't go anywhere right now. Your list.
But you'll be getting a lot of these compliments. I know that, for sure, because people appreciate what you've been doing, what you have done. And in particular, this year, nothing could have replaced or fill that gap other than what you did. It was perfect in place. And to me, I don't know you even did it, Jamie. A lot of people around you, but it takes more than people just, to put it together, because it's so much to do. I mean, I remember a couple of times trying to call his son answered the phone, and I say, well, that is phone answer now, But yeah, and I asked him about that, and he said to me, Dad was very emotional, and I could understand that. Yeah. Because when you see you work and genuinely and so hard, trying to see if you could make a contribution. It's a contribution. This thing is not a money-making thing. I'm sure when he started to write checks off its checking account, I don't know, Regatta account, personal, whatever. But still, you do it because you feel that you want to do it genuine, and it happens, and the success comes as a result. You're not even watching that. At the end of the day, you're not even watching that, No, honestly, man. And
the deep passion. It's okay.
No, really. I mean, I tell you, this one, and the caller just mentioned too, the ideal location for regattas, and the racing now, as you could see there, that beach front there. And that's where it started,
Of course,
we moved our way up to the Esplanade, and we start doing all kind of things up, here.
Yeah.
But really, that is ideal there, and it was, as you're saying, seeing the boats. The caller said, seeing the boats in view with the track, the race course, was excellent, and hearing them on the seas. Listen, you share some of those words were on Facebook. I know them.
So sometimes I listen to people. I said, listen to ignorance. You see, in Hillsborough Harbor, I don't care if you buy the Esplanade, you buy the jetty, you buy Mermaid, as long as the races are taking place in Hillsborough Harbor, you pretty time you couldn't see what is happening. Yeah. But they make believe as though because you start a race by Mermaid, where the beach is wider and the boats could beach themselves more comfortably, that is because you want to make money and this kind of foolishness. It makes you want to cry. But it's a good thing for Carol.
No, it is. It's a good thing for Carol. And I applaud what has transpired. Kudos to you as the main organizer, and as people will be saying to you from time to time, I mean, we understand that at some point in time you go into a time when you have to devote time for yourself, your family, but still,
Well, as I mentioned, they're limited involvement, but I'm not taking the lead anymore because it's unfair to my family. And I tell you what, my son was here with me, and my wife, even though they'll complain about this regatta get yourself into, they're happy for me, if you see what I'm saying. They know I like it, so they could call me regatta terrorist. Go ahead. Because I don't understand how anybody in their right mind, if you have any kind of common sense and you understand what the business is all about. Who sometimes I was one of the things that I do. Well, I my business have to be running in New York, and I'm the chief cook and bottle washer. But I live in that because my boat building down by the warehouse. Hurry up, because I put in the container to go in Carol. Because you just can't. There's a certain time of year, like people know when that time comes around. Yes, the spirit and the body moves to Carol.
One time. You know, one of my concern, I have a bit of age, but I'm still young, I can say. My concern, we know we are fall from grace, right? Since way back then. The problem that I'm really concerned about, Kim, is that lady who called recently there, and the way she put up a defense against the allegations or stories that have been shared. Now, one of the things that has been a problem with us as a people that kind of hinders, not kind of, but actually hinders our progress in the country, the nation, in the community, and so on, is this sense of we know some things are not right. It's not true, And yet we cannot say nothing to help, make a difference. For fear, right? One that full of jealousy comes, they give you a Nancy story. You aren't looking at the broader picture to see how it's affecting us as a community. It will affect our home, it will affect our family, You're not willing to make a sacrifice to stand up there in defense of, right? And you will expect in the end, later on, that everything would be okay.
Don't work like that. It can't work like that. Hold a second. Vibes FM, hold on. Wait, just hold the thought there, because the calls are backing up on me and we don't have much more time left. Vibes FM, caller, come in.
Thank you. Something I forgot to mention.
Yeah.
Seeing that we get so much of support from the Grenadines, I don't know what you all think about that, Mr. Leo. Probably we could look at calling it the Grenadines Regatta / Carriacou Regatta.
Well, I tell you what, we get a lot of support, most of from Beckway, and at this point in time, my row. But the guys wouldn't mind, because they see us as one, when you're in Carriacou, the Grenadines, when you're in Myron, the Grenadines, when you're in Canada, the Grenadines. So, it's
right.
So, good.
One love.
One love.
One love. Okay.
You can be called the Southern Grenadines Regatta.
No, but not that, because all the islands, they have their, and in Beckway in particular, because they don't only race like as we do here for the regatta, they race all year, Sometimes those guys might be there, taking a drink. One wife was, I speak to so many people over the weekend. They might be in a club or maybe someplace, a dance or whatever, and they start an argument, and they just drop everything. Let's go on the beach. Get in the boat.
So listen, the race come to Carriacou and the race go back up,
Yes. Okay. Watch. Let's go and settle this score.
Yes.
You tell me you could beat me, and I might take a little drink or two. Maybe let's go in the water. Forget what we're doing. And this is the kind of thing that you have going on all the time. So the boats are not only racing at a particular time; they're racing all the time. So every Sunday, if you give them a chance, they're racing.
But here it is, my good friend from Beckway again, and who liked the thing more than anything like it. He went from Delaware to Pennsylvania to be part of the Pennsylvania Regatta.
Right, yes, I heard him say so.
Yes, but here, my boy from Pennsylvania said, "Boy, earlier we had to go in Beckway this year, and get what we do, we go in Beckway and support them." You see, so that's how the thing comes about, and the people who are in it together. My good friend, you want.
And that's the kind of unity we have among the islands.
And so
the
it should be.
Grenadines, yes.
So it should be.
Yes, and that's how it should be, because they're supporting and they're genuine about whatever they're doing, and we all, this is one love. I tell you, I remember the days when I used to do excursions up the island, and whenever I just moved, get into Bakeway or Canawan or whatever, any one of the islands, no immigration, one. And everybody want to take my bag and take me to their home. It's like
it's home.
That's it. Come by me. You come here. Who needs place, whatever, and take them and make them feel comfortable. And that's the kind of spirit that we have among the islands for the longest while. And this is something that we were saying a little bit earlier on. We need to put it back in place, put back the pegs in the holes, in the right holes, because because of this governments and this thing, they've sort of separated us, to a certain extent, and we don't need that. Jump into Union Island and I'm welcome just like that. That's it. There we go. But times change a little bit, but it's going to come back. Let me take another call quickly. Bye, the friend. Caller, come in.
Good morning.
Morning. Yes, good morning.
Go ahead.
Everybody, how you all doing?
Okay.
Not bad, thanks at all.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. I'm hearing you now.
This is Andre.
Andre, okay. How are you doing, my friend?
Morning to everybody.
Morning.
I tell you, I just got here and my wife and they listened to the show and tell us what was going on. Luckily, I want to thank you for the invite. Coming to Carriacou. It was so good.
Okay, thank you.
I heard about you trying to retire. We talk about that. That can't happen. No. Look, if you retire, I'm sorry. Ain't no boat from Becco coming to Carriacou. Straight up. If you retire, tell them stop planning. That ain't gonna happen. Right?
Yeah.
And as far as the people who are trying to take over and don't have a boat, it's the same thing that they try to do in Becco here. They don't have a boat. They know anything about racing, but they want to hold a regatta. But you need the help, because right now, the guys who have the boats in Becco, like Lashley and Blackberry and Arnold, we're not just friends, we're brothers. And we hold one head. You understand?
Yeah.
So they can't go nowhere without the boat.
Right.
And you have the boats in Carriacou, so how they going to go anyway? And the Becco boats are not coming without you. So they need to get that one straight in the head. Okay?
Yeah.
But at the same time, when I look around in Carriacou, yes, it was a regatta. It was all about Colin, which was such a nice guy. But I seen a family.
Yeah.
I seen a household.
Yeah.
Those guys from Carriacou treat us so good. We communicated. It doesn't matter who brings first, second, or third.
Right.
It was just a nice regatta.
Yeah.
And Uncle Leo, you work so hard on this thing. You can't give it up, I tell you.
Yeah.
But anyway, Kim, I was looking forward to see you, but I didn't see you at all.
They had me busy on the side by the business, eh?
They had you busy.
And it's you guys that do that too, It's all the people.
I know they had you busy there. Yeah. Anyway, Uncle Leo, I gotta get back. Hey, we're rigging boat right now,
All go.
We're racing Sunday.
Okay.
Not the big boat. People decide they want to see, Arpin build a little one and the little one that I built.
Yeah, okay.
So they want to see them sail. So we're actually rigging them right now for Sunday. So
I tell you.
You guys have a good day.
Okay,
thank you.
Continue doing.
As usual, Andre, I hear about love. I hear me?
Go ahead.
I say I hear about love to my girl. Love to my girl.
Thank you. Right there. I tell her,
I tell her,
Uncle Yo, boy, thanks for everything again, boy.
Boy, you're welcome. Yeah, man. Okay.
Yes. So we're back to the reggae, y'all, and continue a good show.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll talk.
Oh,
Okay.
okay,
All right.
man. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, man. Okay.
Bye-bye. See what I was just telling you guys?
Yeah. The planning for this weekend.
The rigging boat now, you know. This is not like a one-off thing. This is something that's in the DNA, that's the passion for it.
Yeah.
And this is why it's going to succeed. And this is why you're going to find the sport developing too, because, you know, of the enthusiasm and the kind of, joy they get from doing it.
Yeah.
Look, the wife and them on the boat, on the beach there with them.
Yeah. By the way, boy, something about my good friend, Lashi, man. Lashi is a chef, oil chef. I can't say, you know. I mean, he brought a nice big piece for us to barbecue, but it was so hectic that it didn't happen. But I have it. So when we barbecue, I had to call him for direction, and you'll get your chef. Yeah.
But that's the kind of spirit that we have, and the unity that we have among the Grenadines. One love. That's it.
Love,
I mean, they support you, we support you. Everybody's supporting one another, and that's the way it's supposed to be. And this is what's going to build, you know, this kind of a future and friendship, and especially to last. You know, Vibes FM, caller.
Thank you for taking my call.
Yes, go ahead. Yes.
Morning, you on your cabinet, so. And how are you, sir?
Okay, not bad at all, eh?
All right, that's very nice of you, sir. I'm called to make a statement, and I want to tell you all to listen very carefully. There is some illegal surveyor going about surveying people's property, and they don't have the title to do it. And I asking the Ministry of Foreign Agriculture, right, Land and Survey, to get these people on them and put them down on the ground, please, because they're going about doing something, creating confusion and making bacchanal between neighbors and families for land. So I want them to get these people into the right direction, please, because somebody will get on the wrong side with these people. Right, and I want the whole everybody to hear, and I want Land and Survey to get the message straight. These people and them, get them off the street, because somebody will get involved. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. Someone just mentioned to me, I just watched it just a while ago, you know, about the results. Didn't really matter last weekend. Who win, who lose, everybody was a winner.
Yes, of course.
Everybody was a winner. And when Andrew just spoke just a while ago there too, you know, you could see that it didn't make a difference on positions, having fun, the togetherness.
Let me tell you what. Came you see those votes that were received last weekend in particular? They're so competitive.
Yeah.
That if you win today,
you ain't sure to win tomorrow.
No, sure to win tomorrow. So be careful how you're bragging, because tomorrow you get the same.
You get it too.
Getting those more serious, you know. So that's how it is, man.
Yeah.
You see bluff, and sometimes the slightest thing, and you're out of it. Yeah. So the both are very competitive. That's good.
One little mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
very, very good.
And that's good, you know, because, you know, it keeps the spirit alive.
Yep.
And everybody knows everyone has the ability
to
perform.
Yeah. That's
so
right.
you beat me today, but
watch it tomorrow.
I'm coming back.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that is the reason why I'm beating you tomorrow, because you beat me today.
Yeah.
So
But I'm very, very, very happy. I tell you, so you know, what transpired last weekend, and like I said, the folks around Grenadines and to, you know, whoever came from Tobago or whatever, you know, the support that was given to Carriacou, that should be noted, and we should be thankful for that. Thankful for that. They're with us. They are ours. Will always be, and we need to keep it together.
Yeah.
But as the sentiments was going out there, you know, so they're just saying, you know, this retirement thing you're talking about.
You shouldn't start with that this morning. Because no, but I guess it's a love, not just for this sport, because it's an aquatic sport, but because of the love for you and understand and really want to give you that support, so you could pass it on and as we go forward, because it's something that we here in the Grenadines really like sailing.
Yeah, and it's good, but somebody quite rightly suggested that there has to be a standard and there have to be some requirements
to be there.
Yeah.
You can't just call yourself Regatta Committee and just doing what you want. No. Because I tell you what, as the people who are building boats and putting out all that effort, we fed up.
Yeah.
We fed up. We are kind of foolishness. We fed up. Let the proper representation be there. And so I'm saying to the guys of Carrier Coup, and if you want to continue what you're doing and to be able to mentor younger people, let those who know what is happening, in other words, let the sailors sail.
Yeah.
And who want to be chairman of Donkey Race, fine, go and do that. But don't come and there's room for everybody. But no. You have to be
yeah, but that's going to just about to wrap it up for us today, because I'm looking at our time, gentlemen, and it's been a real pleasure. And what I enjoy too, from time to time, is that we have the support.
Yeah.
And some of the comments coming from some of the callers, because a lot of calls been coming through, guys, and I'm unable to take them, but you could feel that
feel the vibes.
Yeah, you could feel they want to congratulate, they want to celebrate, and they want things to continue. So this is something I believe, in you have to reconsider.
Yeah.
Continuing and making a contribution in whatever way you can. But the sort of a friendship and unity that has happened over the years, especially in the Grenadines, your associates, Tobago, and things that Leo has developed there now. What transpired last weekend, in my view, was just a surfacing of what has been growing for the longest while.
Yeah.
Because as you listen to Andrew just now, he said, listen, you and there, we and there. There's a bond in there, and the friendship is there too as well. And this is something that we should cherish and try to make it last as long as ever.
You see,
so we have to guard and protect such. Yeah.
We have to.
We have to.
Yeah. And from next time, whatever is happening, you see, it must grow not only individually.
Right.
It's not anything insular. It's just as a group, so that you could even have exchange programs between the youths of Bakery and the youths of Carrier Coup.
Yeah.
And Tobago.
Yeah, and Tobago.
Yes.
So you grow that excitement. And sometimes I hope that the enthusiasm that is in Bakery will just transfer to Carrier Coup.
Yeah.
And so we could have a very, very vibrant and a continued culture.
Because in Bakery they have this sailing club.
Of course.
And we need to make a link into the same. So this way we could have even us going over, them coming over, and this kind of, and it's good because especially when the youngsters are involved in that, it's going to sustain the culture.
Yeah.
And we could, know that it's going to last for a while, but, these things need to be worked on, honestly. And I think by speaking now on what has transpired last weekend, to me, it's like a rebirth, Solio, of restart of what Regatta is all about and how should we move forward from now.
Yeah.
In that vein, because what has transpired over the years, we have gone astray. Basically, we lost track.
Yeah, but Kim, I'd be remiss if I didn't, at this point, congratulate not only Strings on the Beach, but Rita and the band. Hey, Rita, boy, I'm still waiting to hear a negative comment. All on Sunday, all on Sunday, boy, they performed beyond expectation. And so, guys, thank you for coming and performing at that height. We thank you so very much. And you who said you have Carrier connection, you better be prepared to be here at the first opportunity again. And not only here now, because you developed a fan base in Bakery and Mairo to everybody is the band talking about.
Yeah.
Well done, congratulations, and we thank you.
Yeah. Everything fell in place. Nice in place, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, what a success. Okay.
Sometimes we think there's a statement I've heard along my life journey so far. bad things happen for good reasons, and good things happen for bad reasons.
Yes.
And I'm saying that out of the context that I think what has happened over the weekend, it was for a good reason, despite the challenges and despite all the confusion up and down and so on and so forth. But it was for a good reason, and the good reason is that Regatta is alive and well, because we're going to see it grow from strength to strength. Look at the caller from Bakeway. He say, well, don't even think about it. You going, forget that. We ain't coming down. And that is a good reason. I mean, and that alone, in my view, is a reason that we have to hold on to. You know, so I'm saying that it has happened. Yes, the lessons have been learned. Yes, but we also would be seeing a Regatta that is second to none. Because if the people from Tobago and Bakeway are involved at that level, of course, we here in Carriacou will have to just...
We have to move to the place. We have to step up.
Yeah, you know? So my friend and comrade, well done, man. Yeah. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Leo, I'm going to give you the final words.
Yes.
Final words.
Well, thank you for all the support, and again, you my redeemer. You always redeem me. I am the maximum and ultimate respect with you. So when I leave here, we'll talk and I trust IPH, you know. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Well done, man.
I should mention that.
Right, go ahead.
I should mention though that our bills are just about complete. About 2 more persons to be paid, and then we'll be free and clear.
Give thanks.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and guests and not the views of this radio station.
And that will just wrap up our program for today right here on Vibes FM. We had a shorter version, and that's because of circumstances beyond my control to do what you got to do when you got to do. But we want to thank you so much, those of you who listened, those of you who participated, those who commented as well. It's always a pleasure being here with you, as we always do. So until next time, I'm your humble servant, yours truly, Kim the King. It's always a pleasure.